Hey, it's Saturday, June 8th, and here we are finally back at it. We weren't here last week. We had Tina's aunt and uncle's 70th wedding anniversary. So that was pretty cool. Congratulations, Dick and Kathy, on that. But yeah, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do here today. A couple things we've got coming up. That is, we need to paint that Station 4 closeout. Also, we're gonna paint this interior here, and that's just gonna be a flat black in there. That closeout, I think we'll get satin black, just like these closeouts here. And what else you got?
We have to figure out what we're gonna do for the boot that covers here. How we're gonna.
Oh yeah, the control stick boot.
And then rivet this together and put the
kick panels.
kick panel and the valve, fuel valve.
Gotcha. Okay. See what we can get done today. Here we go. They have follow-up on this door hinge up here. This was the one that we can't get the pin in with the door on the airplane. And I emailed Rand, sent him pictures, all that, and basically Tony said, well, the door frame, that hinge gets all welded up with that door frame in place, but sometimes it does get a little bit off, and they just deal with it and tap those pins in. My concern was that when we go take the door off, of being able to get that pin back out, which I suppose, yeah, we could get that out, but this really seems like a pain to have to do it that way, because the doors are going to be going on and off as we get this stuff prepped and mounted and build up the doors. So I don't know. We'll figure something out on this. I might have to. Well, I don't know. I don't know if it's going to mean maybe we put a little bit of a slight bend in this pin or what we're going to do. We're not going to get to that today. So if you got any ideas on how to rectify that situation, that would be great. But yeah, that's just a little follow-up on that one. All right, doing some fit up here. We've got this stick closeout, not closeout, but the stick boot that has to go on this closeout. And Derek, I like your idea of having the ring underneath and then just doing like, I don't think I'd do nut plates on ours, probably just some Tinnermans on there on the inside. But first, we're gonna try and just fit it up the Rand's way. So we got the side kick panel here. We're gonna Cleco this all up, and for now, we just taped it in to see how difficult it is to put this closeout in with that boot on there. It's a pretty tight fit to get over the top of the stick through that. If we need to, Tina said she could probably just open this up a little bit and just re-sew that down so it's a little wider there, but let's see what we get. All right, after some trial fit, we decided that we're going to do what they have in the book. We're going to rivet that boot in here. One thing we're going to do, though, is we're going to open this up just a little tiny bit. Looks like about, I don't know, maybe 5-6 stitches. I'm going to open that up. Tina actually went to run home to get some sewing material so we can do that. We did cut that thread a little bit to open up, trial fit it, and it sure goes on a lot easier. Let's see, what else? We did put the tape on the top here. I did accidentally, when we were trying to put it in, we did scratch it up a little bit on the top. But that's going to get another coat of black on there because we're going to have all these fresh rivets in. So once we get all that in, we'll get the boot put in, and we'll fit it up, make sure everything's okay. And once that's done, then I'll do the final coat of black on this to kind of, finish that all up. Show it here in a minute, but I think we might have figured out how to put these in and out. We're struggling to get that thing around the control stick. Even without the boot on, it's a really tight fit. And we might have found that if you put it in backwards, and like I said, we'll show it here in a minute after Tina gets back and I get this riveted, but put this in backwards, slide it on backwards and then turn it around, and then it seems like it goes back in a little easier. So we'll see how that works and go from there. Okay, getting this stick closeout prepped to go, and we've got the cover. And what I did on this was, these are 40 holes, and they are calling for a 40 APR 1/8, a 1/8 inch. And that's a 40. I don't have enough of those to do these. We must have used some of these rivets somewhere else, but I've got a ton of 16 910410s. I got a ton of those rivets. I got a lot of these rivets. So size these up to a number 30, and we're gonna put this on. We'll back it with a washer, and first we Cleco this all on, and we'll go from there.
I think you called it a closeout stick closeout.
Closeout stick closeout.
Control stick closeout.
Alright, so part of something that happened that we found out when we did this piece, this closeout, is that our parking brake and cabin heat, this little sub panel we created here, hangs down just enough to where it's hard, you can't get this panel to fit in here. So what we figured out is we put this on backwards and turn it around, it goes right on. So slip it over here, slip that over. This. Turn that around. Bring the stick forward. Up. Like so, kind of. There we go. Oh, can't reach in that way. That's cheating. Oh, let's try it again. There we go. Like that. Voila! And I think I did mention before, but we did have to enlarging this hole a little bit in this one. So we just snipped some of the stitches, and then Tina sewed that up. The other one went on fine. I think this one was just a little bit, I think they made it a little bit too small. You just have to walk down to the next hangar just to be able to get a view for the weather check here. But man, look at that. It's what a beautiful day. We're almost 80 degrees here. Wind's blowing a little bit. You might be hearing that, but yeah, nice day. Alrighty, wrapped up for today, and didn't show this part here. All we did was just put that placard on for the fuel valve. When you do that, make sure when you're lining that up that you use that guard piece on there to make sure it clears that valve. We did have to move that a little bit because of that end of that valve handle was hitting on the edge. I could probably just trim that plastic off of that, but we decided just to get it all lined up from the get-go there. Got our boots put on for the control sticks, and I don't have any paint today, so tomorrow we'll pull this out and mask all that off, mask off the boot, mask off the fuel placard, and I'm just gonna do some touch-up. Gonna paint those rivets. Gonna paint that, and we did end up with some scratches up in that, in the top there. When we were trying to put it in, it was hitting that thing, and you showed how, or I showed you how I flipped that, reversed that around to get that in. But when I initially tried it, it was hitting there and put a bunch of scratches right in the top of that. So I'll fix that, and we'll go on from there. So everybody, thanks for watching the videos, and have a great evening, and that's it for now. All right, Sunday, June 9th, and we're back, and you just saw the video from yesterday. We didn't have any time to get the video put together. We had a bunch of fun last night. Right after we left here, we got to go to a friend's birthday party, and it was 80s retro prom theme, so we had a lot of fun with that. But yeah, needless to say, we were out a little bit late, so no video from yesterday, but here we are. Today we are going to finish up this this part of the kick panel right here. We need to finalize where our brake lines are going in the back there, and then might have to adjust that side kick panel a little bit where that brake line comes out. It might be rubbing on there, but we'll take a look at that and see. Once we get done with that, we'll pull these closeouts, these control stick closeouts out, and we're going to take those home, and we're going to put some more paint on it. So we're painting over those rivets on there, and also looking to start prepping for paint in the back of the airplane. I think I said yesterday we're going to do a flat black up in here, and then that back Station 4 closeout's going to be the satin black, which is the same paint as that. So we'll get going on this, and if something else comes up, we'll tackle it. Well, not much to show today as far as work goes. We did kind of finalize some of this stuff down here. Actually ended up doing a little more lacing on some wiring up here before we close all this out, but that's still a ways off. And we got these stick closeouts taken out, and we made sure they're all fit up. Did have to do a little bit of adjustment on one of them. And what else did we do? Tightened up, adjusted and tightened up all the brake line that we needed to move just a little bit. So we did that. And now next thing we're going to do is we are taking out Station 4 closeout, because we're going to take that home and paint that. Also, we're going to, I think if we have some time yet, we'll prep this this interior here and start masking all this off, because we're going to paint that part there. So Yeah, sorry, I just don't have a whole lot to show today, but yeah, we're continuing to work here. I'm getting a different view today. I got tired of looking at the hangars out the back, so we're getting a different view. It's looking to the north. But yeah, beautiful day today. We're heading into late spring. Summer's a coming. It's getting warm like it too. All right, well, we're wrapped up for today, and as you can see, we're getting this masked off to get ready to paint that inside part up there. And yeah, so not a whole lot to show you other than we took the Station 4 closeout out, and we'll take that home with us. Gonna get that prepped and painted, and getting this ready to go. So yep. Alright, everybody, thanks for watching the videos. Hope you all have a good evening, and that's it for now.